everyone, Matt here, Home Farm Ideas, and today I'm going to be planting Yukon Gold potatoes in these root pouches. So we'll see how this goes. These are 15-gallon root pouches. I'm using soil from my own garden. I basically saved grass and leaves and stuff from this big old tree behind me, and the grass clippings. We don't put any kind of chemicals on our grass, so that's a nice green part, because you know, with compost you want equal parts green to brown leaves and stuff. And then I also have chicken manure and rabbit manure mixed into it as well. It's dry right now, so let's wet it up. I did gear up this little system here to water this for me automatically. Again, I like doing stuff that's just put on auto. So these root pouches are basically going to be watered from my actual watering system, not from the aquaponics system. So let me show you how I have that set up, and I'll plant these out, and that should be good. All right, so this is my patio right here, and a long time ago I set up drip lines to go to the other side of my yard here, okay? And so I put it up on my patio, but now I spliced into it. That's all the valves I had that I could use for this. So basically there's 3 valves there. All 3 of them are turned off, but the middle one is the one I need to turn on. So that comes down, right? And then it goes right into my my sprayers for the grow bags. So see, each bag has a little sprayer. I might have to adjust the height on it though, but I doubt it, because once I get the root system going for the potatoes, it should start really working really well. These 2 bags I'm using for another video, but basically, see, each one has its own little thing. And then to keep them above it, this is how I roll. I basically put a board there and then put a little notch in it, and now I have these up off the floor, and then I also have a little spot underneath here. I just wanted them up off the floor as best as I could. So one other thing I wanted to mention before I get started is I'm going to wet the soil right now. So I'm going to turn that on, and then you notice the bags aren't full, okay? There's probably about, I would say, 5 inches of soil in each one. And the reason for that is because potatoes, you want to kind of build the soil up as you go along, as they grow. So I'm going to plant them at the bottom there, cover them with about 2 more inches of soil, and then I'm just going to add soil as we go along, and then I'll give you guys videos. So subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can get the update videos. Let's wet this soil. Alright, so as you can see, it's working, getting some water in there, and these come on every day, probably for about 10 minutes. So it's not going to do a ton of water on them, but it'll be just enough for these potatoes to grow. So once this is nice and moist, then I'm going to go ahead and pop in the spuds. And I'll just show you just this one. You can see the others in consecutive videos. Alright, so what I do is I basically just take a bag of you know, those little tiny potatoes, the organic ones from Sprouts though, and Yukon Golds, and I basically throw them in a little bucket, and then I'll wait for them to sprout those little nodules on them, and then I'll add just a tiny bit of water. That way the root systems can start reaching for the water, and I leave a little bit of dirt in the bottom as well. That way, you know, there's some nutrients in it already. So as you can see, it sprouts little potatoes, or potatoes. I could literally cut that. I could cut that, okay, and use this nodule and this area of nodules and put them, that would sprout a whole new plant. But I'm not gonna do that today. I'm just gonna plant the ones that I know have nodules on them. So like this one right here, it has nodules on it, right? So I only need 6 because I'm only planting 2 potato plants per bag, just as an experiment. I probably should do 1 just to see how it goes, but I'm gonna do 2. So anyways, then there's some rotten ones in there, like that one's rotten. So you're not gonna get sprouting on all of them, but you just need enough. So I bought 2 bags, and there you go, seed potatoes. Booyah. Another thing you need to keep in mind though, when you're planting your seed potatoes, you want to make sure that the nodules are kind of the same size as the other potato, because you don't want this one growing and then this one be really short nodules. You don't want that one growing and then the sun taking, or it taking over the sun from this one. So you want them relatively the same size, and the sun is literally shining this way. So I'm putting the shortest ones here, okay? And then I'm gonna put the little bit longer ones here. See, this is out of order too. So these need to go into the back bag here. But these are about the same size. And then the furthest one back here, as you can see, they're shorter nodules. So I'm gonna put these longer ones back over here, and then I'm gonna put those here. That way, shortest, little longer, and then the longest. Okay, so the sun will get, all of them will get good sunshine. So, but the sun does go across the sky like this, so it's gonna get sun any way it goes. So, and then I think we'll just do this one here. This is how I'm gonna plant them. Pay attention. So, shortest one in the front here. Sorry, I kicked the camera a little bit. You want to make sure that whatever's reaching for the sun already, that's what you want to put facing up, okay? And so the root system is there, so you want to basically put it down kind of like that. Okay, I'm not putting them deep in the ground right now because I already told you I'm going to be adding soil on top of these. So this thing is going to take off so fast too. Again, if you guys want to see update videos on this stuff, mash that subscribe button and ring the bell icon. That thing will actually send you update videos when I do them. So let's go ahead and get some soil on this. Alright, so I'll probably try to speed this up for you guys a little bit.
Stuff is, right at the top of this, so. That's good. Okay, let's get another shovelful.
Okay, that should be good for now. So now I'm just gonna water these in super good, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so I got a little sprayer here. Just gonna spray off most of the leaves. Don't really need to. I mean, I'm just doing it, but yeah. So I'm just gonna wet this down. I'm gonna turn this. Basically this nozzle back on and let it water for like 20 minutes or something like that, because it's not a lot of water that it puts down, but it'll get things started real good. So anyway, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you find it helpful, give it a thumbs up, or whatever you guys want to do. Any comments, questions, suggestions, put them below. And if you want to get update videos, mash that subscribe button, like I said, and hit the bell icon. Okay, you guys? So, anyway, like always, you guys, God bless you, and yeah, peace. Best potatoes ever if you grow your own, I swear. So, yeah, one other thing I did forget to mention, and I'll just tell you in this outro, you need to have loose soil. Potatoes love loose soil. Lets them branch out and grow potatoes for you. So make sure it's loose. Anyway, out.